In 1972, I first ran for office. Before then, I would have been reluctant even to run because there was such an anti-gay attitude in the country. I thought that even the possibility could be a problem. And then came this 1969 Stonewall protest. And there's no issue in American history I can think of where there was such a sharp line break. And it turns out America was readier not to be bigoted than we realized. So even by 72, only 3 years after Stonewall, it was now a legitimate subject of discussion. We were on the short side of the argument, but it was an argument at least. On the other hand, there was no way if I had been open that I could have gotten elected, I believe. Harvey Milk, it is true, later, a couple years after that, did get elected in San Francisco, but from a largely gay constituency. And so I said, here's the deal, I would like to get elected. I think I can do a lot of good, the things I care about. I will not be open about being gay. I will, however, from the moment I am elected, be an advocate for gay rights. I think to be a gay man yourself and then support anti-gay legislation or not fight for it is terrible hypocrisy. So from the beginning, I was the lead sponsor of the gay rights bill. And then I thought, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll be publicly closeted, but I'll privately lead the life of a gay man. But that didn't work. You can't have that kind of a bifurcation. And the more prominent I became publicly, and the better my career was going, the worse it was to try and conceal it and still have a life. And the disparity between a very satisfying career and a miserable, self-inflicted, deprived private life overcame me. So by the late 70s, I said, all right, I'm probably going to leave the state legislature. I didn't see anywhere else to go. It did become clear to me by then that I could get elected to a congressional seat where there was a lot of liberals. I'd become a leading liberal. But the 2 congressional seats, the one I lived in and the one right next door, were occupied, very well occupied by wonderful people. Speaker Tip O'Neill, Congressman Robert Dryden. So I was starting to come out, tell people, first on a retail basis, that I'm gay. I graduated law school by then. I was ready to leave the legislature, become a lawyer, a gay rights advocate. I could make some money as a lawyer. Having been in the Mass legislature, which is a serious place, for 10 years, I would have been one of the senior gay people who'd been in elected office who was out. And that's the path I was on. And then in 1980, the congressman from the district next to mine, Robert Dryden, was a Jesuit priest, an anti-war guy who'd gotten elected. And when the new Pope came in, John Paul II, he ordered Dryden not to run again. And that created the vacancy for me. I had a couple of days to think about it. So at that point, however, I had to shut down my coming out because I thought I had a chance to get elected to Congress. I thought I could do a lot of good there, things I cared about. But obviously, I could not have come close to getting elected if I was out. In fact, I almost lost because of the suspicion. So I did not come out then. I got to Washington and I said, okay, maybe I can do here what I couldn't do at home, be publicly closeted, privately active, because I'm away from home, etc. Still didn't work. You could not live that kind of life in a satisfactory way. So I thought about it, and for one reason or another, finally in 1987, I said, I got to put an end to this. I'm just going to tell people that I'm gay.